Any wild dreams while sick? I think most of my dreams while sick was just me being sick. I think I was just dreaming about me trying to sleep while being sick. I was in like a weird setting. I don't know where I was. I was there visiting family, but this place is not where any of my family are from. Anyway, so it's just picture a random suburb, and I was like, oh, I'm here to visit family. Okay. I suddenly get introduced to this stranger, and they tell me that this is a cousin that I've just never met before. And I was like, oh, hello there. And then he was like, hello. I was just like, alrighty, random, alright. Good to meet you, phantom cousin. I don't even know what his name was. I don't know. And, you know, when we were setting up the family dinner and everything, and, you know, he seemed very well-mannered. The cousin that everyone, you know, he's tall, he's handsome, he's good, he's nice to his elders. Call him Heiko 2 for the sake of the story, sure. So Heiko 2 was the golden child of the family, and I was like, wow, I've never met you before. Cool. And then I had to go make meringue to then ship off to my friend. I don't know, okay? So I was making meringue, and I, you know, wrapped it up, ready to send off to my friend, again, who was back in Japan, by the way. This story doesn't take place in Japan, so I was going to airmail some fresh meringue. I don't know. And it's so funny because the sending system wasn't even a post office. It was just like this locker system, and then you punch in someone's like address, and then like one of the lockers like pops open, and then you put it in, and then you close the locker, and vroom, off it goes. It's the future. Anyway, so I finished making my meringue. My friend was coming with me. Like, I don't know where this friend, she came out of nowhere. She was coming with me to this futuristic Amazon locker-esque situation to send off my meringue. And Heiko 2 was like, I'll come along with you, see if you need any help. And I was like, okay. Start walking. And then I just remember we were walking over a bridge. So we were outside, right? He hits on you because he's not really a cousin. He puts his arm around me, and I'm like, I don't know you. We're being told we're family. Who are you? Okay. I mean, you can be chummy with, I normally kick and punch Heiko, but real life Heiko and I, we chill, we hang. He doesn't put his arm around me though, but it's kind of weird. Anyway, a little too chummy, bro. And then I was like, kind of like trying to, I had meringue in both my hands. All I could do was just move my shoulders, and I was like, bro, okay. He started complimenting me, and I was like, all right, cool. I come back out. Heiko 2 is on his phone, and he looks up at me, and he's like, babe, can you call me an Uber? And I was like, what? And then he was like, yeah, my friend, I really need to go help my friend out right now. And I was like, why can't you call it yourself? And he's like, I don't have any money. And I was like, okay, sure. I'll call you an Uber. Fine, okay. I look at, where he wants to go, and it's gonna cost me $400. Is he leaving the country? I don't fucking know. Okay, so what happened was I was like, okay, a family member needs to go somewhere and needs help. I don't really care. Okay, here you go. But I was on the Uber app, but for some reason, the Uber app was also like right in front of me. Like, so I guess I called the Uber. I called and we walked towards like the taxi pickup area. The taxi driver was outside asking, what's the address? And I look back at Heiko 2, I was like, what's the address? It doesn't make sense because I would have needed the address to put into Uber to know that it was 400. Just stay with me, okay? And then he's still on his phone and he just refuses to look up. And I'm like, dude, the taxi is here. Where are you going? Somehow it works out, and then he goes into the taxi, and then like they drive off, and I was like, okay. So the phantom cousin goes into the taxi and leaves, and I was just like, okay, my meringue delivery, check. Phantom cousin has headed off in a $400 taxi to God knows where, check. I start heading home. I walk not even like 5 steps. I like look around. The phantom cousin is like slowly walking back across the bridge, and I'm like, did you just waste my $400 taxi? And then that's when I realized, wow, phantom cousin, You're kind of an asshole. And that's when I woke up. I didn't really lose anything because, like, I don't have this phantom cousin. But I still felt betrayed that a phantom cousin that I never had would be a jerk to me.